What is going on, guys? It's your boy MC Fixer, and today I am bringing you the one you have been waiting for. Today we are going to be reviewing the Xbox Series X. The Xbox Series X is finally here, and of course, as most of you know, I run a weekly Xbox podcast, My Xbox and Me, that you should all go check out, and I am absolutely blown away by this very console. The Xbox Series X is in a weird place right now, along with Xbox. They're in this interesting place where it comes to the Series X, where Xbox don't have a tentpole first-party title on the system to really show off what the Xbox Series X can do. Though they are showing that they're committed to the video game industry, Microsoft, by buying a company like Bethesda, which is soon to go through. But where does that leave you in your purchasing decision? Does that convince you to buy an Xbox Series X? Is the Series X worth buying? Is it something you want to invest your money into? On the top level, the Series X is a beast, and you're about to find out why. Starting off with the Xbox Series X's design. While standing up tall, it looks powerful, professional, sleek, clean. I really do enjoy the look of the Xbox Series X. Everything from its green top that you won't really see while using the console, all the way down to its matte black finish. Everything about the Xbox Series X exuberates power in terms of its look. Once again, I'm blown away by the Xbox Series X in terms of its sound. It is absolutely whisper quiet while playing any game on the system thus far. The one thing that worries me about the Xbox Series X is maybe that the dust particles would be able to get into the top of the vents, but right now that is not something I am able to find out and test. It's going to be a wear and tear type situation, so I'll be able to report back on that a little bit later. But as of today, right now, when playing on the Xbox Series X, it is silent. It is quiet. You do not hear the machine on at all, which to me is absolutely remarkable considering the fan that is on top of this system. It is a huge fan, as we've all seen, I'm sure, in videos and pictures, that sits in top of the console, and the fact that that is whisper quiet and I do not notice it is on is absolutely remarkable. Same thing can be said about heat when it comes to the Xbox Series X, which obviously there was a few rumors going around on Twitter and things like that where, oh, the console gets extremely hot. These are lies. These are not true. To this day of right now, when I play on the Xbox Series X, it does not get hot, not hot to touch. It is nothing of the sort. It doesn't get anywhere near the heat of what my Xbox One X currently gets to, which is extremely hot and blowing absolute fire out the sides of it. It feels like when I'm sat near it. The Series X does not have this problem. I do not hear the machine, and it does not heat up my entire room. While the Xbox Series X controller has made significant changes, especially adding the share button in the middle of the controller, its other quality of life fixes have kind of gone unnoticed. The new D-pad feels way better than the previous controllers on the Xbox One X, and they have made the controller ever so slightly smaller and added grips onto the controller's shoulder buttons and triggers and back of the controller. This makes for a more well-rounded controller as a whole and feels that much better than the Xbox One X controller. In terms of power, the Xbox Series X is the most powerful next-gen console on paper. Its CPU sits at 3.8 GHz with a custom Zen 2 CPU. Its GPU sits at 12 teraflops with a custom RDNA 2 GPU. Its memory is 16GB of GDDR6. Internal storage is a 1TB custom NVMe SSD. Expandable storage is also available on this very system with an external card. And of course, it comes with an optical drive that can do 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. Specs are cool, but you know what's even cooler? Fast load times. The Xbox Series X load times are remarkable. I cannot overstate how important and how fast these load times are, and how they are going to change our experiences while playing games. No more waiting around looking at Twitter while a load time happens. They are quick, they are fast. What you're seeing on screen right now is the different load times between the Xbox Series X and the Xbox One for Resident Evil 2, unoptimized. Load times like these are going to change the game because they're going to keep us in the game longer and keep us more immersed in our gaming experiences. The scenario I'm showing you right here is only one of at least 15 to 20 that I have tried. The Xbox Series X always comes out on top. In my opinion, the most next-gen feature on the Xbox Series X is Quick Resume. It's something that my PC cannot do to this day. Run multiple games off of one hard drive and be able to jump into that very same experience at that very moment that you stopped is something impressive, and the Xbox Series X can do this flawlessly. It is the #1 feature on the Xbox Series X. My time with the Xbox Series X has been mainly spent playing games such as Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Gears Tactics, Madden 21, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and Gears 5. These have been some fantastic experiences that I've been able to play on my Xbox Series X. These games look better, run better, feel better on the Xbox Series X, and there is no way you can take anything away from this amazing, powerful piece of hardware. But I am left feeling like the Xbox Series X is missing a key feature, which is a first-party game that really stands out and makes me want to tell you, you must have the Xbox Series X right now. And I can't do that. To summarize my Xbox Series X review and thoughts for everyone watching, the Xbox Series X is a beast of a machine. It has extremely fast load times and can put out 4K visuals that are breathtaking and look amazing. On top of the fact that it has Quick Resume, which means jumping in and out of video games with ease is now my favourite thing to do on the new consoles. The Xbox Series X to me feels like the next step in Xbox's world. It's the next step in getting people into the Xbox ecosystem. Though it doesn't have games that you want right this precise second, in my opinion, from its first party studios, they are coming down the line. And now is the perfect time to become an Xbox fan and to play Xbox games. Game Pass is obviously the best value in video games in my opinion. Obviously you have things like Project xCloud. Xbox have now created an ecosystem that people will want to buy into, and the Series X sits at the very top of that. Fast load times, up to 8K in resolution to come down the road. Backwards compatibility that is there out of the box. All of your old titles you will be able to play on your Xbox Series X. Xbox is respecting the fact that you've bought into their ecosystem on any generation that you have. Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox One X, it doesn't matter. All of your games are there for you to play on day one on Xbox Series X. This console is here for the long haul, and I personally can say it is worth your money. I have enjoyed every moment I have spent with this console, even though it has been with some older titles that I didn't expect to be playing again. If you are somebody who hasn't played the Xbox ecosystem, if you haven't played Gears of War, Ori and the Blind Forest, Sea of Thieves, and many more titles, now is the time to jump into the Xbox world. If you're someone like myself who's already experienced these games, but you want an Xbox anyway, I still think it's for you as well. But just know some of those experiences you've already had will run, play, and feel better on the Xbox Series X. Once again, thank you Microsoft for providing me an Xbox Series X for review. If you have any comments in the comments below, let me know. I'll try and answer as many questions as I possibly can. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers on this channel, so please be sure to hit the subscribe button. And until next time, I will love you, leave you, and see you all later. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.